name is Musical Aspirations, and today I figured that since I'm flying solo, I would attempt a new game called 3/4 Home. Um, it's an interesting looking game based off the trailer. Um, I'm not expecting much. It looks like it's going to be a very short game. There is an extended edition for the PS Vita, but however, I don't have a Vita. So we're just going to try and figure out exactly what we have. And then if I finish within enough time, I may throw on a Minecraft stream or something. I don't know. It's just been one of those days. So let us go. Hey, Lynx. I've been out here for a while. Mom might be getting worried. Sounds like a storm coming in. I should probably get going. What's this? Okay. So we already have crows and a storm. Diggerati, distribution, and marketing. A bracket games. 3/4 home. Cue the credits. Press something. So this is a brand new game. Like I said, the trailer kind of had me intrigued. And I figured that I would try it. So let's find out. Should we start from the top? Yes. Choose a story. The main game. The wind will take you... The wind will lift you away. Our rot. And I can't choose the epilogue. So I guess the main game. She found a guitar pick on the side of the road. Well, that's a cool thing to find. A guitar pick. Nebraska. Ooh, do I get to drive? Someone's calling me. drive with R2. Oh. Hello? Ooh, the controller's vibrating. Hello? Mom? Kelly? Where are you? I'm driving. Mom, from where? Where did you go? Around. In this weather? Why? I needed some alone time. I needed to clear my head. I needed to clear my head. Christ, Kelly. You should have told someone you were heading out. Well, what if I didn't want to? That would defeat the point of it, wouldn't it? What do you mean by that? Nothing. I know that you're used to living on your own, but now that you're back home, you have to let us know if you're going to be gone. Jesus, Mom, I'm not a kid. You may be 23, but house rules still apply. I just want you to be considerate. 24, Mom. Shoot, that makes me feel old. But it doesn't matter, the rules are still the same. So where are you? The McCarthy Fields, I think. Way out by the power station? Yeah, I can see it from here. You're a good 20 miles out, then. Are you okay on gas? Yeah, full tank. Should be, I've got a half tank. I hope so, the gas light's on. Which one should I say? Consider it. I guess I should say I've got a half tank. That should be enough, unless that sensor is acting up again. Here's hoping. Well, I'm not driving out there to save your ass if it runs dry. Not in this weather. I wasn't asking you to. Uh-huh. Enough of the lip, alright? Truce. What were you even thinking driving in this weather anyway? Seemed fine when I was left. How long ago did you leave? The clouds rolled in hours ago. Well, if the mom doesn't really know that we were there, I would say you guys were still asleep. Even your dad? He would have been up by 5. No, I saw him when I left. That damn garden. He wakes up every day like he's got a job to go, and he just spends the day elbow deep in dirt instead, but he can't grow a damn thing, bless his heart. Give him a break, Mom. Far be it from me to say anything to him about it, especially with the way he hovers over those tomatoes like they were children. Has he named them? Might as well have. He's out there right now covering them up with a tarp. He said he had to protect them from the storm. Why? Hell if I know. I've never heard of protecting a plant from the rain. Is he drunk? He said his leg was hurting him earlier, so it's probably one of those days. It'll be a miracle if he doesn't fall flat on his ass trying to walk out in the mud with those crutches. Oof. Is it safe for him to be out there? You try telling him not to, especially if he's had a few. That man would jump off a roof if he got into his head that he should. He's had a few then? Just a second. I'll check the trash. Don't police him, Mom. What? I'm worried about him. If he's had more than a couple, then the pain must be really bad. I don't understand it. Really, how someone's leg can hurt when there's no leg there. But I'm no doctor. God damn! Okay, so we already know that the dad is a cripple, the mom is an ass, and the daughter just wants space. It's called a phantom pain. I know what it's called, Kelly. I've been to all of his appointments. Must be a bad one. He's 5 beers in already. Is 5 normal? Let me write this down. Only on the really bad days. He's been doing better since you came home. I think he's just been happy to have you around. I'm glad something good came out of all of this. Don't be like that, Kelly. You know we're happy to have you. It's good being home. Could be under better circumstances. I'll wear on you quick. I'll wear on you quick. Don't be like that, Kelly. You know we're happy to have you. Oh wait, shit. Wait. I know, but you're probably lying. You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'm not lying, mostly. If I had to move back into your grandparents' house when I was 23, I would have lost my mind. I've already told my mom that I'm 24. I'm 24, Mom. Crap. I keep doing that. Sorry. Yeah, you do. Blame it on getting old. Both of us. It seems like a good excuse to me. We can be old maids together. Mother and daughter. I embrace my future as a spinster. Let's get bonnets. I've always wanted a bonnet. We can sew them ourselves. Oh crap, that's right. I guess we need to learn how to sew. Ben could teach us. Ben can sew. Since he was 8 or 9, yeah. Well, I'll be. My son can sew. I'm kind of proud of that. Oh, before this old lady forgets to ask, how did your interview go yesterday? It went okay, I guess. Just okay? I don't know what to think about it, but actually, no, it went well. I don't know how to think about it. What does that mean? I got a weird vibe. What, like a creepy vibe? More standoffish, really. Might be some hard feelings there. Against me? Not unless that they think you're overqualified, but I doubt they really care. I'm talking about everything that went down with your dad. The disability claim? You guys threatened to... You guys did threaten to sue him. Who bets the mom... Okay, hold on, Lynx. I'm trying to read the same thing that you're doing. Who bets the mom has had the beers, not the dad? She doesn't know stuff about her own children. This is true. You guys did threaten to sue them. Your dad just brought up the possibility. We never actually made a threat. Though maybe we should. It's taking so long for the disability claim to go through. What are you going to do about it? Not much. We can do unless your dad changes his mind and hires a lawyer. What should I do? I might try to smooth things over with him. Dad has Hank's personal number. You could just schmooze him a little, you know? I'll think about it. I don't want to schmooze somebody. I guess that's really all I can ask of you. But remember, it's only temporary. We need the help now, but I'm not going to let you get stuck here like I did. What do you mean? Staying here wasn't... It wasn't part of the plan. Part of my plan. I mean, none of this was. But this is the way it all panned out. And I guess I'm sort of stuck with it. So why are you telling me this? I don't know. I guess this weather just had me in a mood. Forget I said anything. But I still want you to promise me that you won't stay here any longer than you have to. We'll see. Not what I asked, but it'll do. Now, where the hell did your father get to? I thought I heard him come in a minute ago. How would I know? Just a second, I'm going to look for him. Okay. David? Hello? David? Mom, why are you yelling? I'm looking for your dad. Have you seen him? He's upstairs. He was covered in mud. Are you mad at him? No, honey, I'm not mad at him. What's he doing up there? Are you mad because he got mud on the carpet? He what? Oh, Jesus! What was he thinking? You only say that when you're mad. He's taking a shower. Okay, you're right. I'm mad now, but not at you. Good. I didn't get mud on the floor. If I got mud on the floor, would you be mad at me? That depends. Don't do it and we won't have to find out. I wasn't going to. Who are you talking to? Your sister. Do you want to talk to her? No. There's a tornado watch. I'm going to watch the news. Are you sure? Yes, someone needs to watch the news just in case. Where is Kelly? She should be somewhere with a basement. Is she somewhere with a basement? She's on her way home. Tell her she should drive fast, but not too fast. Getting in a car wreck would be bad, too. Not as bad as a tornado, but still very bad. Why don't you tell her? I'm going to watch the news. Someone needs to watch the news. If you say so, Ben, keep me updated. Did you catch all of that? Yeah. Ben's still telling me to tell you to drive faster. But not too fast. Your dad tracked mud all the way up the stairs. Christ almighty. I'm not cleaning this up. He can do it himself. It could set in if you wait. I'll let you clean it then. Never mind. Uh-huh. How's Ben doing? Oh, you know, he gets... Oh, you know how he gets when it storms. He's been talking about how it wasn't in the forecast, but he hasn't been locked up in his room. I mean... See, I couldn't have known about the weather. You could have come home a bit earlier. I was busy. Yeah, clearing your head or whatever that means. Yeah, whatever it means. I didn't get what you were hoping for out of it, huh? No, I did. Well, good for you. I have to imagine it'd take a bulldozer to clear out that head of yours. Or two. Your dad has a muddy shovel. You can borrow it to start. Hilarious. You got an electric wit from me. So what has Ben been up to? Writing. I think it's all he seems to do lately. You sure that's all he was doing? Good. What was he writing? Writing, I think, is all he seems to do lately. Okay, there you go. Oh, I don't know. He never lets me read any of it, but it's been good for him. He's been focused. I haven't seen him in a long time. Usually he'll focus on something really intensely for a little bit. But he gets so frustrated so easily and gets so aimless. Like with the guitar. He was so into that when you lived here. But once you were gone, he just stopped caring about pretty much everything. He's not playing anymore? Ooh. No, he stopped. Maybe a month after you left for school. He didn't really have anything to focus on after that. It was really even worse after we pulled him out of school. until he picked it up. Until he picked up writing last winter. It's been a blessing. Wow, how did I not know that? Guess you didn't ask, or you really haven't paid that much attention. I found this guitar pick. Yeah? Thought he'd like it. You can still try to give it to him. I just sort of figured he'd still be into it. You were really out of touch there for a while, Kelly. Months without calling will do that. Damn. Wait here. Wait. Here's your father. David, what the hell were you doing out there? I told you I was covering up my tomatoes. The storm's a bad one. I didn't want them to get beat up. Why am I giving the dad a redneck voice? I don't know. I have never heard anyone of doing that, David. Well, Nora, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean that it's not a smart thing to do. You tracked mud all over the carpet. Oh wait, hold on, let me do that. You tracked mud all over the carpet too. Look at that. God damn it. I'll clean it up. Sorry. Dad, you said a bad word. Mom, he's not allowed to say it. If I'm not allowed to say it, then he's not allowed to say it. I know the voice isn't necessary, it happened. Sorry about your right. I'll put $1 in the jar. That's $27. I get to buy a game when it's $50. That's what you said. That's the deal. Sometimes I wonder if you do that on purpose. I'll never tell. Who's on the phone? It's your daughter. Is that so? Where is the girl? Here, you talk to her. I'm not done playing go-between. Don't you want me to clean this up? Just take the phone. Yes, darling. Oh, shut up. Miss Kelly. Hey, Dad. Where the hell are you? On my way home. Yeah, where from? Just around. Sounds thrilling. You have no idea. Is that sarcasm from you, of all people? I'm full of surprises. Every day a new one. But really, Kelly, what were you doing out there? I went to the old farm. My parents' place? Yeah. How'd it look? I haven't been out there since the accident. Links? It is filled with a lot of corn. It's still standing. Won't be surprised if this storm knocks it down. The place was leaning half over last time I saw it. I can take you out there. Nah, I don't want to see it like that. I didn't think you would. Ah, hell, this leg. Ben, hear you that time? No, ma'am. Better watch it, though. He's in one of those moods. Worse than usual. His mood's just been all over the place lately. I reckon. See, I'm doing a good job for that voice. His mood's just been all over the place lately. I reckon it's probably just so much change. Me losing my job and my leg, and pulling him out of school, and then you coming home after. Well, after all that. Is he still seeing Dr. Patterson? Oh no, there was what did he call it? An incident. Shit. Dad, just swear for a ton for Ben. And yes. Yep, apparently, and this according to Ben, Dr. Patterson was talking to him like he was crazy and dumb. So Ben, lashed out. He hit him? No, he sent a letter. to who? The Department of Health and Human Services. He didn't. He sure did. Wrote that Dr. Patterson was unfit for his career and should have his physician license revoked. Oh my god. Needless to say, we decided to find Ben a new specialist. What about school? He's taking some kind of free online classes. I guess the counselor at the school said he would get a real high school diploma that way. Are you guys working with him? Or, okay, are you guys working with him or is that the truth? Which one should I do? I'm waiting for the video to catch up for you, Lynx. You don't know? I guess... Are you guys working with him? If you're eating your vegetables. He's doing it pretty much by himself. Our mom's always so busy at the shop or going around with her applications. And me, well, I get the feeling he thinks I'm too dumb to help him out. He's just a teenager. Of course he is. I don't even know what you mean by that. Your mom still thinks he has to treat him different, but you don't. He hates it when you do. Yes, she does. Ah, this damn leg. Are you taking anything for it? No pain meds. But something else? Maybe a drink now and then. What the fuck? Just now and then? Maybe a little bit more often than that. How many today? 3? 4? Or 5? Yeah, 5. That's not good. Would you rather be hold on. Would you rather be hopped up on some prescription junkie pill? Junkie pill? Painkillers, Kelly. I know what you mean, never mind. If you're trying to make a point, out with it. Seriously, it's nothing. Right? Then let's drop the subject. We can talk later. If you're really worried, now just isn't the time. Not on the phone. Not while you're driving in this weather. Yeah, we'll talk later. So, what were you up to out at my old parents' place? Thinking. What about? The future. What about it? How it's all gonna work out. You stop that. We're all gonna be fine. Things just have a funny way of, well, if not working out, at least going forward. Is any of this my fault? What? Ben's issues. What in the world do you think you could have done to make Ben different? I'm not saying that I want him to be different. Oh. There you go. Then what are you saying? I could have been here for him. I could have kept in touch better. You mean stay here after high school? You would have regretted it for the rest of your life. Besides, your mom and I would have never allowed it. Still. Stop it. Ben's perfectly capable of taking care of himself. He has rough days, but that's what me and your mom are here for. And we're doing okay. Not great, but we're hanging in there. Who knows? Maybe our luck will turn around. Your mom could find a better job. My disability could go through. Ben could start seeing his new doctor in Omaha. You could finish up your degree. Hell, my garden might even pull through. What were you doing out there earlier anyway? I was covering up the tomatoes. That's weird. That keeps them protected. From water? No, Kelly, not from water. Though if it floods, we'd have a whole mess of other problems. Ben senpai. Chew. I'm full of regret. Wait, what? It's really coming down. We haven't flooded in nearly 20 years. I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried about the wind and hail. Could bruise up the tomatoes. If it doesn't, just pull them right off. Yes, that makes sense. See? Always doubting your old man. I might be a bit of a fool, but there's a process to it all. If you say so, Dad. Doubt all you want. It's truth. Oh, hey, Ben. The meteorologist said that there have been a funnel cloud sightings in the county. Kelly needs to get home. Is she driving fast enough? Why don't you ask her? I need to keep watching. Tell her she should drive faster. You got it, bud. Ben's getting worried. Are you making good time? I think so. I'm by the high school. You still got a ways to go, Ben. Don't be reckless. But you ought to beat the cheeks. You got a ways to go. Don't be reckless, but you ought to beat the cheeks. The storm could get nasty. I'm booking it. As long as you're being safe. So what happened to the school? What about it? Since when did it have a second floor? A couple years back, I guess. Did they really need the extra space? Nah, I reckon not. But they had the money to do it. Where'd they get the money to do that? Some sort of grant from the state. The wrestling teams won a couple big championships. So I guess our little corner is starting to get some attention. I guess that makes sense. It was a waste of money if you ask me, spending so much on a high school with barely like 200 kids. Investing in our future. Not the future of this place. Most of them are like you. Run off as soon as they graduate. Yeah, well... That reminds me, did you ever get back with that pal from high school? Eric or something, was it? Wasn't planning to. Why not? You two were joined out to hit back then. It's complicated. Can't be all that complicated. He's a friend. You should give him a ring. It's kind of about Jesse. Oh, now. What does that have to do with anything? We were all friends in high school. So what? It's been 6 years. It'll be awkward. You'll get over it. I don't. Dad. The dad just goes ... Never mind, you're right. That's what I like to hear. It's refreshing to hear those words. She said you were right, didn't she? She did, and I am. Uh-huh. Oh, don't give me that look. What look? That one right there. David, you're imagining things. Why are you fighting? We're not. I was just going to the living room to watch the news. Come on. Okay, they're showing the funnel clouds a few miles. Kelly, Kelly, you know the look I'm talking about, don't you? That glare. You do it too, you know. You are imagining things. Not you too. Everyone around here is trying to make me out to be crazy. I have to let Mom you know that you're catching on. Of course I am. Did you really? Shit. Are those tornado sirens? I can hear them too. A tornado. They're showing it on the news. Okay, Ben, you know the drill. Downstairs. I want to watch it on the news. Benjamin, now. Most tornadoes only stay on the ground for a few minutes and travel less than 10 miles. This one is 12 miles away. Ben, now. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, okay? Is it near me? No, it's east of here. You should be fine. Okay, you guys be safe. We will. I'll see. Don't you dare let her off the phone, David. She needs to pay attention on the road. Nora, I'm hanging up. Like hell you are. You keep her on that goddamn phone. I'll listen to her getting sucked up into a tornado before I have to sit around and just worry about it. Better not die. There would be so much debris that her phone would be destroyed before you could hear her get sucked up into the tornado. Also, you have to put in $2 into the jar. She could get in a wreck, especially with this wind. You probably wouldn't be able to hear her. You probably wouldn't be able to hear her get into a wreck unless the phone got thrown from the car or if it was crushed. Okay, bud, enough of that. You're going to give your mother a heart attack. Ask her if she can see anything. Christ, Nora, here, you ask her. Talk to your mother, Kelly. If I must. Kelly, can you see anything out there? Just rain. No hail? No, just rain. The tornado was east of here. If Kelly went to Grandpa's house, she's northwest of here. She wouldn't see a tornado unless there was another one, which is very possible. I just wanted to make sure, Ben. If Kelly gets sucked into a tornado or gets in a car wreck, can I have her computer? I know, right? Benjamin. She won't need it. If she's not using it, no one will be. Wouldn't it be fair if I could have it? Okay, bud, I think that's fair. If Kelly gets sucked up into a tornado, I'm sure she'd be okay with letting you have her computer. What about her room? Please, Ben, that's enough. I'll tell you what. We'll leave her room on the table. You never know. We could get some damage here, and her room might have a giant hole in the ceiling. If I were you, I'd wait to see that investment. Alright, that's a good point. Your brother, sometimes, God bless him. There is no option to say nothing. Let me talk to him. You sure about that? Why wouldn't I be? You can hear him. He's in one of his moods. Just let me talk to him. Okay, you asked for it. Ben, here, talk to your sister. I don't want to. You can ask her about that computer. Let me have the phone. Dad says I can have your computer if you crash or get sucked up into a tornado. Well, hello to you too, Ben. He also said I might be able to have your room, but I'm holding off to see if it's more damaged than mine after the storm before I commit. Smart business. That's like planning what you're gonna do with inheritance money in front of the person that died. It's just common sense. Anyone who thought about it would come to the same conclusion. I guess you're right. You guess or you know. You shouldn't have to guess if I'm right or not. I'm either right or I'm not. You're definitely right. Mom and Dad are arguing in the corner. They don't think I can hear them. What are they arguing about? Mom thinks that we should be in the storage room on the east side of the house because she says it's further on their ground. Oh. She's wrong. One of the walls is only halfway covered. She's also afraid that the water heater in here could explode. If that happens, we'd be killed even if we were in the other room. We'd be burnt to death. So you guys are in the safest room? We are least likely to be killed by a tornado if we are in this room, but there's no guarantee in either room. Tornadoes and debris are unpredictable. Sounds like you've thought this out. It's just common sense. Are you scared? Yes. Anything I can do to help? How? We can just talk. What about? You've been writing a lot lately, haven't you? Yes. Do you want to read me one of your stories? Yes. Wait. Okay, there we go. ... Like how we used to tell stories to each other. All of my stories are upstairs. It would be dangerous to go upstairs during a tornado warning. I didn't think about that. Oop. Wait. There you go. I wrote one today, actually. I could tell it to you. Alright. Are you ready? I'm ready. A village sat in a wide valley cut high in the mountains. It was a place of plenty, a gash of green in the otherwise cold slate rising above on all sides. Those living in the village called the place View, though those who lived higher in the mountains, burly miners, digging for precious glints of yellow and blue, called it the Throw. Those in the valley resented the use of this name, but meekly allowed its use by the Harley mountain folk. The people of View, or the Throw, had lived there for centuries. They were mostly farmers, though a fair number of merchants made a home in the valley for most of the year, save for the month when they would venture upward into the mining towns to sell the harvest's bounty at a premium. They would return home with bags filled with chips of yellow and blue tied to their fine leather belts, clinking brightly with the wealth. The next year they would trade half of their shining flints to the farmers for a share of the harvest that they would in turn cart up to the mining villages yet again. Food flowed up and outward from the valley, and the yellow and blue would trickle down, gathering the valley like a collection basin. This continued for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. Dozens of generations of farmer fathers' sons were born, grew wealthier with the mountain's precious stone, and were buried beneath the plush of the pasture of the valley. Until the beast descended. The mining folk in the higher reaches of the mountains had passed tales of the beast for as long as their history stretched. At the highest peak of the northernmost mountain they said lived the beast. It watched in all directions through slit eyes, judging those below, biding its time until it would enact a righteous calamity. It was a nightmare of immense and terrible power, the miners would whisper. But it was also a patient creature. It would wait until the world below had become irredeemable before unleashing such destruction that its judgment would be fulfilled. It was simply biding its time until an age of selfish sin, before cascading down an era of sickness and madness, of fire and char and blood. And one day, after hundreds of generations of farmers and traders had lived and died in the valley, it appeared in view. The beast had risen in the trail. It appeared without a warning, with neither sound or fury. It was simply there. I need tea, Botard. Curled atop 4 legs, steaming breath, rising from a black maw, leathery wings folded on its hulking shape, and it towered over the center of the village, ominously silent. It did not move. It did not even seem to be living, save for the sleeping steam billowing from its slime-sickened snout. The village's warriors were calling to arms. The ceremonial horn echoing off the walls of the valley, aching toward a pregnant silence. After a moment stretched thin, they rushed toward the beast, their spears angled at its massive form. The rest of the village watched from the safety embroidered drapery, and the spears splintered against the beast's hide, the honed blades shattering like glass. The warriors fell to the earth, crying out, while their arms, as splintered as their spears, hung lifeless by their sides. The beast did not stir. Hello. Good afternoon. The village's warriors were buried the next morning, having perished during the night. Those who tended to their wounds would later calm their eyes, turn black, as if their light was leached from within. The people of View, or the Tro, gathered to discuss what was to be done. The beast slumbered, but for how long? Why did it sleep? And perhaps, most worryingly of all, how it had arrived to their valley. Not a soul had been seen on its arrival. It was almost if the thing had simply just materialized in the center of the village, or some proposed it had emerged from the earth itself. But if that were the case, how had the soil, their valuable, rich, rare earth, the source of all their plenty and all their affluence, birthed such a terrible creature? The villagers decided to stay in their valley. The creature slept, and the creature breathed. With each breath, its skin rolled, animating a thorny black scales into a rolling obsidian briar. But it did not rouse. It did not move. It did not rain terror from the skies, nor did it consume children by the score. It slept. The people of View considered sending an envoy to appeal the miners of the mountain for help, but they knew that they would receive none. So the farmers continued to tend to the land. The merchants made their yearly trek up the treacherous trails to collect what little chips of wealth the miners had collected in exchange for the farmers' yield. Year after year, however, there seemed to be a little less. A little less harvest, a little less yellow and blue passed around in the snowy alcoves carved from ungiving rock, a little less green in the valley, and a little less light. This continued for 24 years, or 20 years. I'm used to her correcting everybody and saying 24. This continued for 20 years until the day began to rain. The people of View, or the Tro, watched the clouds roll in from the south. Whence the clouds usually arrived, laden with water from a faraway sea, but from the north, where there was but ice and stone and a mountain. The rain draped the valley in dampness that did not relent, but instead crept into every corner. The mountains themselves seemed to sweat and pour water into the valley. The water carried with a quiet rot. The first harvest after the rains began to produce a meager crop, and what little could be gathered was a black mold before the merchants had a chance to trade their yellow and blue. Their livestock fared no better. The animals began developing weeping sores that became infected and killed with a quick fever. The winter, the people of the Trow or the View watched one another waste away as they began to starve. The people of Vu could delay asking for help no longer, sending an envoy into the mountains to appeal for assistance. They found the mines deserted. The people of Vu were truly on their own. The next harvest was worse. Every last crop had turned mealy and infested before midsummer, and by the end of the season the last one of their livestock was dead. The people of the Trow watched one another descend into a state of hungry madness, devouring the rotting wood, sliding from their homes, and slimy heaps as their fine leather belts that once held yellow and blue now sprouted spores of black mold. Hey, Beast. And then, yeah, it is really good. The village and its residents were rotting away. The Beast slept. As it rains from the north continued into their third year, the few remaining people in the Trow began to prophesy about the Beast. It had come and brought with it a great devastation, they could agree. It had brought the rains from the north, and it had brought a rot to the village that would not relent. Squatting in what little remained of their crumbling homes, they dreamt of the day that the Beast would be satisfied, when it would wake and leave their valley and would allow them to farm the land. They dreamed of the day that the miners would return, bringing with them their precious bits of wealth. "The time will come," they said, "when the Beast will wake from this slumber and spread its wings, reaching from one end of the valley to the other, and with a beat of those mighty wings it will ascend aloft a squall, and the wind will lift away our rot." The villagers waited for this day to come. A generation came and went, born into the rain and long rotten moldy dirt. A few survivors had long abandoned hope the Beast would return to its mountain perch. It was perpetual, a manifestation of their sin. The Beast slept. Until it did not. The day the Beast awoke, the villagers celebrated. They watched it stretch its long, horrible form into shape, hide shuddering as it shook the decades of rain from its thorny scales. They sang to the Beast as it stood uncertainly, and it reared on its haunches, unfolding the scarred leather wings from one end of the valley to the other. The time of the Beast's departure had finally arrived. The time had come for the cleansing wind. The Beast beat its wings, emitting a tired and ugly groan as it lifted from the sodden earth. With a final sigh, it shot high up in the air, sending a great gust of wind through the valley that toppled what dismal dwellings remained, haphazardly standing. The valley was wiped clean. The villagers were knocked from their feet by the rush of wind. As they struggled upright, they felt the sun on their skin for the first time. They rejoiced, their pale forms dancing in a pitiful display of frailty. They could return to the ways of their ancestors. They could know plenty. They planted their first crop before the grass had even greened, with a new-found acuity for the hunger pains that plagued them constantly. But the grass did not wax green, and the crops did not grow. The decades of rains from the north had left the earth poisoned. There was no going back. They wept, convinced that they were doomed by their ancestors' actions, that the Beast had punished them for some forgotten guilt. Their rot had been lifted in this place, sterilely. The sun shone, but it was upon a new land, a land turned to jagged, unforgiving slate, where perhaps bits of yellow and blue could be scavenged if one dug deeply enough to find a petrified leather belt. That's the end. They do remember there's a tornado, right? You remembered all that? I don't have it with me to read. Obviously, I remembered. Did you like it? I did. I'll bring you a copy. What were you doing at Grandpa's house today? Just visiting. But there's no one to visit. I just wanted to see it. Oh, why didn't you ask if I wanted to go? You were still asleep. You could have woken me up. We can go together tomorrow. Okay. Did you find anything there? Something for you, actually. What is it? Guitar pick. Why would I want a guitar pick? It's really old. Lots of things are really old. I don't really care. We can play together. I don't want to. Why not? We used to. That was before. Now I don't care about the guitar. Oh. You can keep the guitar pick. I don't want it. I will. Are you crying? What? No, I'm not. Is it because that Jesse person kicked you out of your house? Then I don't. Or is it because you had to move back home since you couldn't find a job? Mom and Dad are worried about both of those things. They think you're sad because of them. And... Okay, Ben, give me the phone. Kelly's crying and I want to know why. I know, honey, but let me talk to her, please. Come here, bud. Help me wind up this radio so we can listen to the weather report. Did I do something wrong? Oh. Did I do something wrong? No, you're fine. Just go help Dad. Okay. I'm sorry you're sad. Kelly, are you okay? I'm fine. I don't believe you. I'm fine, really. Okay, are you close to home? I can't really tell. It got really dark. I can't believe the sirens are still going off. This might be the longest tornado warning we've ever had. They're saying 2 more have touched down in the county. Listen, when you get home, we'll all sit down and have a talk. I think we need it. I'd like that. You can't really tell where you are? 5 miles out? Maybe? Okay. Make sure you... What's that noise? Kelly, I'm gonna have to let you go. Mom? Mom, you're breaking up. Ow, Ben, get... Mom? Wait, Mom? Kelly, Mom? Shit. The controller won't stop vibrating. Wait, that's 3-4's home. Wow. Alright, and so this was 3/4 home. I'm sure that there are different in theme, and the wind will lift away our rot. So I'm sure that there are different endings. Do you guys want to try and see if we can get some of the different endings? Let me know, because I'm down for whatever. Yeah, Ben died. Do you want to see if we can try and get a better ending? There's also the epilogue. Continue to the epilogue. Yes. Sure. I like these. She wished that she had called back then. I like these text games, these text adventure games, that, you know, you get to choose your own path. I want the little angel bin to be safe. Minnesota. Call mom or just wait? Call mom. Hello? Hey mom, it's me. Me? Who's me? It can't be Kelly. She never calls. Oh, come on, it hasn't been that long. I seem to remember the last time she called was in August. Right, sorry about that. 3 months without a call, and it's just sorry. I'm really sorry. You're getting there. ... It's good to hear your voice. You too, Mom. What made you finally decide to call? Do I need a reason? I don't think so, but I've come to expect a motive from you. Can we stop the guilt trip, please? Fine, fine. I'll give it a rest. You called. That's what matters. Thank you. Are you outside? It sounds like you're in a wind tunnel. Yeah, I'm waiting for my bus. Your brother told me that you guys were going to be getting a snowstorm, and you're standing around in that? I'm regretting it. I bet you are. Why are you waiting for the bus anyway? Didn't you get your car fixed? I did, but the road's pretty bad. And taking the bus is better. How? I'd rather do that than drive in it. If I were you, I'd rather risk my own heated car than wait around for a bus. How much longer are you stuck out there? I have no idea. You didn't bother to check the schedule? I was in a rush. To get to where? It would have been a doctor appointment or something. Oh, yeah, let's do the doctor appointment or something. A doctor appointment? I don't remember you ever telling me that you got sick. I think this was around the time that I had the flu. And you were standing around in the cold with the flu? Nobody would have taken you to the doctor? No, Jesse was probably out of town. And there wasn't a single other person you could have called. No, I definitely had to take the bus. Could you just get another bus? You could warm up, maybe get a little closer to wherever it is you're going. I could. They all sort of go in the same direction. It's worth thinking about. Don't feel like you have to keep waiting in the cold on my account. I do kind of owe it to you. That's sweet of you. Trying to make me feel better? It's a start, but you don't have... But you do... But... Hold on. It's a start, but you have 3 months of unreturned calls to make up. Don't forget. How many times do I have to say I'm sorry? Oh, I don't know. Until I'm tired of hearing it. Great. I might let you off the hook if you can explain yourself. I don't think you would understand the real reason. Fine, we can skip over that part for now, but I would like to ask what you've been up to the whole time, wouldn't I? You would. There you go. Then here you go. What has been keeping you so busy? Work? About that, Kelly. Before you get mad, let me explain. Please do. I quit the coffee shop. Wait. There we go. What? Don't freak out, I got a new job. Okay, that's good at least. Try to lead with that the next time, okay? You'll spare me a heart attack. Did something happen? It's kind of a long story. Lucky for you, I'm listening. You remember my boss, right? Oop. Sure, the asshole? That's what you call someone an asshole? For this guy? Sure. Maybe. As long as Ben wasn't within an earshot. Ben's heard it before, Mom. So you told me. Doesn't mean I'd go around cursing like your dad does. You watch your mouth around him too, okay? I've always tried. Uh-huh. Keep trying, lady. So I was right about your boss being an asshole, right? What did he do? We got into an argument. Please tell me that you didn't start it. I didn't. Good. So what happened? I wouldn't talk to my mom about this. What? You wouldn't tell me that he was a pervert and a waste of human space? No, you'd kill him. I'd probably threaten it with intent. Whether I'd follow through, it's up for debate. Even if I didn't tell you the specifics, you'd at least ask if you want me to fight him. We'll both take him. He'll never know what hit him. Pow! Ben needs a game. Bang. Pow. Couldn't think of another noise to make. That was my other fist. This is weird. I'm kind of a weird person, Kelly. You had to get it from somewhere. I just hadn't seen that side of you for a while. I guess I hadn't been myself. It was a tough year. I know. So where's the new job at? Museum. That sounds interesting. What kind of museum is it? A living museum. A living museum. I've never heard of that. Well, we dress up. Dress up how? Like in pioneer times? No. Yep. Is there a bonnet? Tell me there's a bonnet. There's a bonnet. And an apron? And an apron. Oh my god. I have to get a picture. Please, please send me a picture. Absolutely not. Come on, Kelly. I have to see this. Okay, but what do I get? Your gorgeous face framed on the living room wall? Bonnet and all. That's crossing a line, Mom. Ben, Finn, helicopter noises. Mom, well, I will do with my picture as I please. And you already said I could have it. I'm not telling you I'm not letting you take that one back. What did I agree to? It's going to be amazing, believe me. God, I needed a laugh. Why? Is everything okay? I'm fine. I didn't mean anything by that. You weren't fine. No, I wouldn't have been. But that's something you want to go... But that's not something... Wait, but is that something you want to go into right now? No, not right now. I didn't think so. Let's keep going. Sure. Any chance you've been able to ask if you can get some time off to come home for the holidays? I haven't asked yet. Were you planning on coming... You were planning on coming home, weren't you? I didn't come home, remember? I remember. I just thought you might want a second chance at this one. I can't just pretend. Then don't blame me for what I said next. What do you mean that you're not going to make it? That's 2 years in a row, Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm just worried about that drive and... I can't believe you, Kelly. You're going to have to tell your dad yourself, and Ben. Okay, let's skip this part. I hope you change your mind. Maybe you can come in after the holidays. before school starts back up. We'll see what I can do. If you need help with a plane ticket, let me know. When is the semester done for you? Just a couple more weeks. That's sooner than I thought. Are your classes going alright? They're going pretty well. That's great. I knew that getting a tutor would help. School was definitely not going well. No, but the conversation, is that what you wanted? But it isn't true. And? I don't know. I wish I could have told you then. And? Wait, what? Then tell me. I'm not doing well this semester, Mom. What? My grades are terrible. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just the classes I'm taking are difficult. Is everything okay? Wait, there he goes. I thought you were looking forward to this semester, especially that photography class. You bought that expensive camera and everything. That was before I knew I was terrible at it. That can't be true. I've seen some of the pictures you've taken. They're good. They have no meaning. Do you really believe that? No, I don't. But your teacher, he does? She does. Oh, she. Sorry, I assumed. Never mind. So what does she want you to do? She wants me to be more experimental, like Picasso or something? It's actually... Okay, well sure, like Picasso. Keeping it simple for me, huh? I won't argue. How do you plan to go about being more experimental? I have no idea. Couldn't you just take it, or couldn't you just fake it? I mean, explain why you're doing is experimental without being completely true? I don't want to do that. Why not? I know what she can do, what she wants. Wait. Oh my god, these controls are weird. That's admirable, I guess. But don't forget the priorities here. A grade is a grade. You would be all about the grade, wouldn't you? A grade's a grade. A job is a job. My wisdom isn't exactly the most creative. Wisdom? You're damn right it's wisdom. I'd like to know what you thought you could do to pull that grade up, though. I was going to meet with the teacher. Did you actually do that? No. It probably would have been a good idea. Believe me, I know. What about the final project, the one you showed me? It has to be great if I'm going to pass. It will be. I have a feeling. My professor wasn't too happy with the project. I thought it turned out pretty well. It was okay. Maybe she really did hate you. I told you. Maybe I should have listened. Maybe you would have. At least you tried. I wish you would have kept with it. I really did like your pictures. I sold the camera. You can always get another one. Maybe. So Sky, pretty much this game is about okay. It's a text adventure game. I'm gonna take a moment here because this is hurting my... So, in order for you to proceed in the game, you have to hit L2 or R2, and you have to constantly walk or drive. You're catching the epilogue part of this game, and it's just a text-based game. So pretty much, you're following along with the story of Kelly, which is our, I guess you want to call her our protagonist here that's walking on the phone. You're following the story of Kelly and how she doesn't really talk with her parents much. You missed, I guess, the first half of the game where she was driving and talking to her family during a tornado. And at the end of it, which I'm sure that there's several different endings that I need to try and figure out. But at the end of that one, the tornado ripped through the house. And so this is kind of like a choose your own path, I guess, where your actions kind of go through. So pretty much right now we're talking to the mom, Nora, about her classes, and this is just the epilogue part. I don't know. The goal is to try and get a good ending. I guess the last time I got a bad ending, I'm not entirely sure, but it's a good game so far. There's a really good story and plot. I saw it on sale and I figured it would be a good game to try and bring into the YouTube community. That's pretty much it, really. I like a lot of your typical text games. What's with all the questions, Mom? I'm just trying to understand what's going on. You really wouldn't give me a break, would you? Probably not. I wouldn't have talked to you in months. I'd want to know everything, especially about school. I was shocked when you told me about your grades that year. I do recommend it. It's actually pretty interesting. You think it was the normal ending? I think it was the bad ending. I think that it could have been a little bit better. She was 3/4 home. The tutor didn't work out. I was furious. I don't think I've ever been that mad at you. It wasn't like I wanted it to happen. No, but you let it happen. Again, you dug that hole for yourself, and I think you're an idiot for it. Can we move on? And to lie about it to me for so long, that's just not how I raised you. There is a lot more going on than you knew. Oh, there we go. Then you should have talked to me about it. I'd want to be there for you, Kelly. I'd want to help, okay? Talk to me, Kelly. I want to be here for you. I want to help. I feel like I'm alone here. Alone? But I thought you had friends up there. You told me about Hannah and Kyle and his boyfriend. And hell, what about Jessie? Jessie and I are having problems. What kind of problems? She's been distant. Distant how? Like you never see her? No, we've been living together. Uh-huh. This is news to me. Do I even want to know how long this has been going on? A while. We'll have a talk about that little secret another time. What's the issue then? She's never home. And from the sound of things, you're constantly busy. Maybe she has a lot going on too. Maybe? What? You don't know? Exactly, she doesn't tell me. Why don't you ask her then? I just don't want to come off as nosy. Yeah. Wanting to know where your girlfriend is isn't being nosy. Who knows what she's getting up to? I'm afraid what I'll find out. Do you think that she's keeping something from you? No, I'm afraid she's having a hard time too. You don't think she's happy. I don't think either of us are. That's the real issue then, isn't it? Wait, what? You skipped! Or it could be either way. I think you two are definitely needing to talk. So what's been getting to you? Or is there more? Is that enough? I didn't say it wasn't, Kelly. I just don't want you to feel like you can't talk about anything else that's bothering you. There's Kyle and Peter. What about them? I hardly hear from them anymore. Why is that? They moved to Florida, and you don't keep in touch? We did for a while. What changed? Time. I know what you mean. It's kind of like what happened with Gracie. You remember her, right? Who? She used to babysit you all the time. She worked with me when I was at the bakery. Sorry, I'm still drawing a blank. That's okay. Well, we were good friends. She moved to Chicago a couple years ago. We promised to keep in touch, and we did for a while. But it's hard to maintain something like that, you know? People have their own lives. They just drift apart. It still sucks. You're right. It really does. So, is that all that's getting to you, or is there more? We'll go through it all. How is she doing? She got married. Oh, that's good for her. I guess so. She seems so happy. Seemed? She still is, for all I know. Yeah. You're not keeping in touch? Haven't seen her in months. Why is that? The guy she married is kind of a jerk, so you're avoiding her because of him? Pretty much. You could arrange to have a girls' dinner or something. I've tried to set something up like that, but it hasn't happened, and it's on her. That's how it feels. If she's avoiding you, don't blame yourself. Marriage is a tricky thing. You can only see what's going on from the outside. I know, but it's hard not to. I think you should give her a call sometime. Now that I know you still know how to use a phone, who knows, maybe she'll come back around. She's bound to start missing some of her friends. I hope so. I do too. Between Hannah, Jesse, and the boys, I can understand why you'd feel... Is abandoned the right word? It works. I'm sorry. Kelly, I wish you didn't feel that way. I don't even know how it got this far. Yeah. What do you mean? I didn't even notice it happening. ... It was like I just woke up one day and everything was different. Why didn't you try to stop it? There was nothing to be done. It felt inevitable. And I felt stuck telling the same story over and over. Everyone else had moved on with their lives, but not me. And the whole time you never once thought to call home. It wasn't that simple. Is it really the conversation that you wish you would have had with me? You took over the conversation. What was I supposed to do? How could I have done that? Question after question after question. Do we have to go through this every time? I don't know what you mean. You're the one who asked me for all of this, and you're trying to act like I'm in the wrong. Well? Oh, please. You're just ashamed to say that you wanted this to happen. You wanted your problems to feel important. What? You knew that I was having a hard time. You knew all of that. You knew that all of us were, and instead of acting like you cared of all things you were going through, you decided to bitch and moan about all of your stupid problems instead. Stop, please. Your dad nearly died. Weeks went by when I didn't have anyone to talk to. Been trying to help, but he doesn't understand how. I'm sorry. Did it ever occur to you that maybe I needed someone to talk to? Mom, please, I didn't. I didn't raise you to be so selfish or ungrateful, and the whole time you're throwing your future away because you're sad? What the hell is wrong with you? Your dad and I worked to give you every opportunity we didn't have. I never had the chance to go to college, but your turn around, we ended up back where we were, interviewing for your dad's old job because what? You couldn't handle it? Can we just go back to how we were talking before? Why? This is what you're really thinking deep down, buried beneath all the other garbage you're holding on to. Just tell me why you didn't call. Admit it. You were selfish, self-abandoned. You didn't care. That's not true. Then why didn't you call? Why would I? So I could list all the ways I was a disappointment? ... Shit's getting intense. Or hear all the ways that your lives were falling apart? And how there was nothing I could do to help? Or to remind myself that I was completely on my own? I was terrified. And you and Dad were always there for me, and then everything changed. I wanted to prove I could make it on my own, that you didn't need to worry about me. But I failed. And I was terrible to ask for help. Because for the first time in my life, I didn't feel like you had any help to give. Just say something, please. You're done? I'm done. Why are you torturing yourself? Because I could have done better. We all could have. What makes you think you should carry all the blame? I could have just called. You think a single phone call would have made anything different? It would have helped. Sure, but you didn't, and there's no changing it now. We managed, we kept going, so stop playing the martyr and finish our conversation. Okay? This is the one part of you're always get exactly that you're always wait. This is the one part you're always get exactly right, you know. What part? You can always talk to me, Kelly. I hate that you feel like you're out there all by yourself. There's a lot going here, I know, but I always have time for you. I don't want to burden you. It's not a burden. I'm sorry I haven't called. It's okay. I'm not mad. ... My bus is here. You should get on this one. You've been standing out in the cold long enough. But I haven't even asked. He's doing fine. He's healing, starting to get around on his crutches. It's been a slow process, but he's getting there. Or how's Ben doing in school? Ben? He's definitely having problems, but that isn't anything new. It's nothing that your dad and I can't handle. We'll figure it out. If there's really anything I can do, stop it, Kelly. Get on that damn bus. I don't want to. Is it going to leave whether you're on it or not? It'd be easier to ride along, wouldn't it? Go. Okay. I love you, Kelly. I love you too. Goodbye, Kelly. Until next time. Goodbye. ... Hang up. So do I continue to keep walking away? Oh no, I'm in the bus? Question mark? Shit got intense there too. Is that what the house looks like now? Until next time. Okay, so there's obviously trophies, right? And I kind of want to see what other trophies there are, just so that way we can figure out what the objective is, if that makes any sense. Because for some reason I feel like I'm missing something, and there has to be like other trophies. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to pull up the trophy list I have on my phone. View details. Yeah, I'm 42%. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different hidden trophies. So I can get on the wrong bus. I can look through Kelly's photography vinyl. Hold on. How it really happened. Never called mom. Read through all of Ben's stories. So there's evidently more stories for Ben. Complete the main game, epilogue, and all extras. Yeah, so let's try and see what we can find out on this. But yeah, this is pretty much 3/4 home. We're gonna try and go through. I want to try and get my first plat with you guys. So we're going to press something. Keys? Oh, yeah. So, oh shit, you can press the car horn? Oh shit, there's music? Okay. Okay. More. Radio. We can listen to the radio. What? Okay, I'm good with the radio. Stories. I wonder if this is how you get all up in stories. Wait. Okay. So, Wanderer in the Wastes. Holy shit, okay. Dad, please. I want nothing waits for you in the waste, she said. The words echoed in the Wanderer's ears as he walked. His place... Okay, yes, look closer, thank you. Dad, please don't let Mom read this one. A Wanderer in the Waste by Ben Myers. Nothing waits for you in the waste, she said. The words echoed in the Wanderer's ears as he walked, his pace ragged and uneven. I'm dying, he said to himself. In every direction, identical path, not mirrored, not changed, but identical nonetheless. The Wanderer did not understand it himself, but it was true. He turned his head, yet image before remained familiar. Changed in the ways only men find important, but not the footfalls remained unchanged and handholds. Okay, so I'm honestly not going to sit here and read all of this, but I'll go slow for you guys. These are good. But I have a feeling this is how you get the trophy. I lied when I said I was gonna go slow. I mean, this is not a bad game. Myers. Okay, so there was that one. Let's go to this one. Oh, this one's simple. A woman sat in the orchard, her mind aloft in a gentle breeze. She contemplated the trees before her, 977 apple trees, and an adorned and a gray as steel arranged in immaculate grid. A single leaf hung suspended from a spider silk swirling in the chilled air. She felt troubled. This leaf, it did not belong. Every last tree lay bare, save for the single leaf. Standing, she strode to the tree, reaching for the leaf. She found it just beyond her grasp. Jumping, her fingertip brushed against it, sending it into a wild spin, but it did not fall. After a moment's hesitation, the woman removed her canvas slippers, preparing to scale the tree. Grabbing the lowest branch, she flipped herself upward with a preternatural grace, ascending the tree. Oh no! My phone! Ah! Decline. Okay. Ascending the tree in a spiral trajectory, she soon found herself perched above the leaf. She pondered this imperfection, separation, the solitary remnant of a summer long past, a summer her people remembered only in verse. How long was that leaf survived for so long? How did defiled the rest of the world, refusing to move on, as it did everything and everyone else. Excuse me. The sounding machine broke her reverie. She lingered in this place too long. Huh. And that was the orchard. 3/4 home. Oh dear God, chapter 1. I don't want to read all of this. Jesus Christ, this is talking about, like, the human population of Earth was dead. And it's going all the way out to, like, 2005. Or 2205. Wait, what does it say? Dad, I'm going to write more for this one. I should get a new video game when I finish it. Ben, we'll talk about it. The drunkard. I like reading monotonous video games like this. Yeah. I can see, because there's like 16 pages of like all of this. And this is obviously him talking about his dad. Yeah. And then Untitled. Oh, this is the one where... Okay, this is the one we read. It has 10 pages! I read 10 pages of the story already. Idea for title, and the wind will lift away a rock. And then I got another trophy for that, so for by Benji. Okay. So we'll return the main menu. Yeah. Yeah, we'll return back to the main menu. Okay. Photos. So this is going into Kelly's photography. This is her final project. Oh, that's pretty. Growth. Open. There's a bird in that field. Friends. These are all really pretty. Sit. Framed. Heat. Even though it says Iceman. Call. Modern Serenity. These are all really pretty pictures. Quack. Memory. That looks like a burnout, like an accident. Minnesota. Afternoon. Machinery. Life. Left. Home 2. What? Your home is a birdhouse? Rubble. Sky. Lit. Friends 2. Bit. Afternoon. Oh, that's gorgeous. Call has a complete new meaning to me now. That's gorgeous. Passage. Beatrice. Afternoon 3. Autumn. Left. What the fuck? Okay. Overall, I'm impressed by your final project. That said, I have a few notes. You did not reach the 30 photograph requirement. Work on your titles. Most of them come across as too simple, pretentious. Is there any logic to the order of the photos? As a photo essay, there should be a... what? Kind of discrimble through... I'm not sure that I could sense one in your project. Why don't you group photos with similar themes? Home 2, etc. I don't understand why you spaced them out like you did. It looks like most of the photographs were taken in the same area. The assignment was to explore several areas around Minneapolis first. But your eye for composition has... okay, so she got a 70 out of 100. That's still, I don't think, not that bad. Okay, so we looked at the photos. Yeah. Okay, so now what is there left to do? Because now I'm 52%. We need to try and figure out how to get on the wrong bus and how it really never happened. Okay, so we completed the extras. Let's go to new. Oops, I went to the wrong thing. Lol. Let's go to new. And let's do... yes. Let's do the epilogue. Again. Because I have a feeling that's how 75 is passing usually. See, I never went to college, so that's probably why. Okay, so here's where we get the chance to choose whether we call her or just wait. Yeah, I think... oh, snap. Get on the bus. Oh, me neither, but usually just that with my school. So we got on the bus. Does that give me got on the wrong bus trophy? Because that was it. I got on the bus. Hey! I got a trophy! Okay, so press X to skip. Got it. So that was the got on the wrong bus trophy. Let's try and continue to not call mom, but not get on the bus. New. Yes. Epilogue. She wished she had called back then. Oh, me neither, but it's usually you get a trophy for neglecting your family. Yeah. Minnesota. What's weird though is that I can't walk. Just wait. Here comes the bus. Just wait. Does another bus come along? Can I walk? I mean, this would make a pretty background when you think about it. Just the snow and all that. Oh no, so... Okay, so I did get the how it really happened. You never called your mom. So I got that one. So I need to figure out how to get on the wrong bus. Just wait. Okay, so hold up. Let me see. She shouldn't have sold. I agree. Da, 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 da. So I already got the trophy where she neglected to call her mom. This one says 413. So the buses do have different numbers. Let's say get on the bus. 3 or I mean, the reviews for it are not that bad. Evidently, I didn't get on the wrong bus. Okay. Okay. So, I get it. We're gonna do this again. I'm not reading all the nonsense, the guilt tripping from the mom, but I get it. New. From the top, yes. Epilogue. Yeah, there's more. Like I said before, there's like there's an extended edition that's on the Vita, but I don't really have a Vita. I mean, we have a Vita in the house. Don't get me wrong, but it's not mine, and it's connected to Goldfish, to his account. So I can't really say that I could put mine on there, and even still, I wouldn't know how I would play. Call mom. Square. Eh. 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 Okay. Dot dot dot. It's okay. Do I need a reason? Okay. I'm just like changing different answers. Ooh, why would you have asked that? See, I did all the ones that were bracketed last time. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So doing different things changes the story a lot. Oh shit. Okay. have no idea. I'm sorry, I'm eating dinner, guys. It's like 7 o'clock. Okay. So a lot of the questions do change over time, and I do see that. Ooh. Okay. 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 I think I got the other thing. And now my battery level is low. I think I got the wrong bus trophy. There we go. So what am I missing now? Okay, hold on. Because that should make me up to 75%. I'm missing complete the main game, epilogue, and all extras. So does that mean that I need to listen to all of the music? I really hope I'm not going to get hit with a copyright strike. Which is possible. I could be hit with a copyright strike. Ooh. The opening changed. Wait, no. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Whoa. This is not... What happened? What? I remember thinking I never got to see her when I was a kid. Grandma used to say that she was a bad mother for that. She wasn't, I think she did everything she could for us. I know that she's not the best with Ben, not like Grandpa was, you know? but she tries to understand him. You know, I've barely seen Ben since I came home. I wonder what he's up to all day in his room. I guess I don't really know much of anything he's up to these days. He's a teenager, though. I guess that's expected. I just like to have a good talk with him. I haven't had a good talk with Dad since I came home either. Maybe I can get him to come out here with me sometime. He probably wouldn't go for it, though. Mom said he refuses to leave the house. She might be exaggerating, of course. But I haven't seen him actually go anywhere since I came home. Well, except for the liquor store. It probably wouldn't hurt to try and get him out of the house. I should ask him. Maybe I could get Ben to come out here too. It'd be nice to do something with him. Shit, what time is it? I've been out here for a while. Mom might be getting worried. Sounds like a storm is coming in. I should probably get going. And snap. What's this? And you acquire a guitar pick. And the story starts. And I got a last trophy home. So was that all of them? Did I complete the game? I completed the game, guys. So this was 3/4 home. It's not a bad game. I do have to say that I'm very... I do agree with Links, because this is live streamed. So, for those of you guys that don't know, I do live stream a lot of the time because it's the only way that I can record. But I do agree with Links. The main game itself, it leaves you feeling with a little bit of emptiness. And I do believe that I would rather have seen what happened after the tornado. Like, did she ever really get there on time? Was she swept away with the tornado? Did her family actually make it to safety? You know, stuff like that. So I would like to see a little bit more from the series. I do appreciate the little extras, the little tidbits, like the photography and the stories and stuff. I just feel like that was just a little bit too much extra, but just like the right amount of extra. But yeah, no, I thank you guys for joining me in this small little game. As I stated before, after I get through with this, I'll probably play another game, like maybe Minecraft or something, I don't know. But yeah, if y'all ever feel like this was a good series and you want me to try something more like this, like more little text-based adventures, leave a comment and I can definitely do something like that. Or if you guys want to, you know, join me in one of my streams, whenever I do decide to stream, I do have a group community built on PlayStation that you guys can join. It's called the Black Cat Society, or the Black Cats. It has like a little, it's a black background that says Black Cats and has green eyes or whatever. Y'all are more than welcome to join that at any time. I can try and make, you know, posts often stating that when I'm going to stream. I'm normally down to play Paladins most of the time, but I don't know. It's just been a weird couple of weeks But yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and hop into another game and start up a new stream. So I look forward to seeing you guys here shortly. And if you have any questions about this game, I mean, it looks like it did really, really well. It was really well received. It has a good Metacritic score, or not Metacritic. It has a good score. Oh, it's been a day. But yeah, my name is Musical Aspirations, aka Musical Fox 22, and this has been 3/4 Home. Lynn said the epilogue shows that my Benny Pooh is still alive, so, and he's gonna see me there on my next stream. So, without further ado, I hope y'all guys have a great night. This is 3/4 Home. Bye bye.